welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified Podcast. Today is January 25th, 2021. I am your host, Luis Palacios, with my co-host, Chris.
It's your boy, Pokemon Trigger, please. How you doing, Lewis?
I am doing great, dude. Can you believe that today we are actually doing a full Twitch podcast stream for everybody to see?
Very interested in how people like it. Because, they get those channel points and stuff.
Definitely. We are streaming on my Twitch channel this time around. We will definitely move the bots to YouTube right afterwards. I want to make sure I can edit it and make sure that things like that happen. Now, since this is the first stream, I only did the bare minimum. All I did was switch a few things here and there. But if you guys want to do emotes and all those things later on in the podcast, that's fine. I will always see it on the chat, but we'll get all of that sorted out eventually. So again, it's just going to be one of those things. But anyways, we are here once again to talk about Pokemon Go news, updates, and ranting about the game because we love the game just as much as you do. And I hope that everybody had a wonderful week. Chris here had a wonderful last Sunday.
It was a great night. Loved it.
And definitely, hopefully everybody had a good time over the last week for sure. So let's make sure that we remind everybody that we are part of the Professional Network. I forgot to completely move you over there in this here, so you can see I'm already messing things up in the stream. Let's move you up back again that way. All right, yeah, look better. Thank you so much. So again, PokemonProfessor.com/PurifiedPodcast. This is the best place to be through things. We are affiliated with them. Wonderful people. Make sure you follow them up, lure up. Gotta watch them all. Special conditions, Pokemon Masters, all the shabam. Make sure you check them out as much as possible. But yes, we're here once again. So Chris, how was your week?
It was decent. I got more shinies than I'm used to, honestly. I don't think it was boosted other than spawn-wise, but I was able to get an Aron. And, Roselia. I got Roselia before the calm day. I definitely need another one of those.
Oh my
god. I was able to get a shiny Kyogre. I was honestly hoping more for a Groudon.
Okay.
But, beggars can't be choosers.
Of course.
And I actually hit up a Skarmory nest today.
Ooh.
I was able to get another shiny Skarmory.
Ooh, you could get the extra large candy in that one.
I wanted the extra large candy, but the shiny was nice too. I do need to grind the extra large candy though, for sure.
I'm sure that by this Wednesday we'll have a shift in nest anyway, so hopefully you can take advantage of that for sure. Where is this again? Because I kind of want to actually check that up.
The Skarmory nest is at DeSoto.
Okay. That might be a little too far. Unfortunately, I will be working probably all week anyway, so. Yeah, so basically. But yeah, the shift gears to recap since you already passed it over to that part. Definitely. So you got those shinies, no Hondos at all?
No, my Hondo luck is freaking horrible.
All right, well, let me go ahead and tell everybody what I got. For the Hondo category, I can probably tell you this much. I didn't get any Hondos this week. Surprisingly enough. I know. It's a little bit surprising. I
would have put money on it.
No, the last one I got was the Shadow Duskull, which I'm still happy about, of course. But that was on the 17th, so that was, I think, 2 days. Or no, the day of the podcast last week, so... that was, of course, we can't count that. However, for shinies, I did accumulate quite a bit of them. Started out with the Groudon and Kyogre, which you guys already knew about, but I already got 2 more Kyogres after that. And a 96, 15 attack Groudon.
Ooh, that's hot.
15, 14, 14. It's like, that's hot. Oh god, yeah, this was a beautiful shiny to get. Shout out to one of my friends in Taiwan and all that. It was actually pretty cool. Actually, not really a friend. It was mostly a global raid group that I've been following for a while, and I've just been getting through them. Not an easy thing, but if you come to my Twitch streams, that's basically what I do almost every other day. And one of them that, of course, from the Hoenn celebration was a Chicken dinner Torchic. Chinese Torchic. At 900 CP, so it was actually kind of cool when I got it. But of course,
Chunky chicken.
I wanted to just clear out a few of my spawns at my house, and all of a sudden I click on the chicken, and I'm like, oh, it's shiny. God dang it.
At least it's pretty.
Hey, yeah, yeah. Well, we'll definitely be talking about why I have two MAREEPs in just a moment. I do have those two, which was nice. That's nice. But that was because of an event that we'll be talking about in the news section that unfortunately has already come to pass since it was such a short notice on it. By the time it was actually finished, the podcast was technically we were supposed to podcast on Sunday, but that didn't happen. So
Life happens.
yeah, life happens. I mean, unfortunately, but no worries. It is what it is. Things like that happens for a reason. But yeah, aside from that, let's go ahead and recap the Hoenn event. The Hoenn celebration just came to pass, literally ending on Sunday night at 8 p.m. And, we had spawns, we had raids. Spawns were mediocre because there was a lot of starters. I wasn't complaining because I do like Mudkip. I've seen Mudkip in the wild a little bit more.
I want those extra large candies.
But there were other spawns that were super rare. And there were some Pokemon only feature in research. And for the catch challenge, Chris, how about you tell me about this?
I personally was very, I don't know, stressed out because I was one of the people that had a lot of trouble with the catch challenge because I was looking for +1 mine in the quests and also Bagan, which I had heard was almost exclusive to raids. You could find it in the wild, but the chances of finding it in the wild were like next to none. I did see plenty of people that got it. Pure Lighter was able to get one. Sadly, after he did the raid.
Yes, I did waste that a pass for, especially a
yeah.
remote raid pass, because I was like, man, I gotta finish this, and I can't just not go with it.
Yeah, and the thing that really sucked about Biggin was even in the raids, it was one of the really low chances of getting it. Because what were there, like 4 or 5 Pokemon in the raid pool for 1 star?
Yeah.
It was just horrible odds.
Yeah. So, which actually, by the time this podcast goes out or is live right now, some of the raids are almost over in our region. There are some left in the Pacific region, of course, but the raids were just aside. There were only 2 Pokemon I care about in raids, and that was the Groudon and Kyogre. I went ham on them for sure. There was a spin the raid, which again it was difficult to find. It's almost the same as a giveaway raid at this point.
Yeah.
But everybody was doing Spinda to get their shinies. A lot of people did get their shiny Spinda, which was cool. But again, it was just like one of those things that like I don't really want to waste a raid pass on this, Aaron was spawning in there. Other things were spawning. Really nothing that they said, hey, I got it right. Now, there were Mywell and Absols in raids, which unfortunately I didn't do as much as I should have to try to get the Hundos. I did probably 1 or 2 Mywells. Never saw an Absol raid popped up in my nearby. So, and even if it did, it was
one.
Yeah, it was probably like when I was going home or something. So unfortunately, I wasn't really able to do many things of that. But when it comes down to it, an okay raid pool, but again, the more prominent raid groups were mostly going for Groudon and Kyogre. Dude, it's like the amount of people were going for those 2 legendaries was insane. Insane. The little Discord group that I am, well, not little, it's like a huge global Discord and everything. They were doing a lot of Kyogre and Groudon, so you can barely get into any one of those raids because everybody was doing it, like everybody.
People were going ham.
Yeah, well,
Like
there are a lot of things that you gotta note about Groudon and Kyogre since they have pretty cool primals coming up pretty soon.
they're just good Pokemon too. They're like top tier for raids too.
Yeah, definitely. So now that I have the 96 Kyogre, I'll definitely probably power that up. Since it's already a shiny, I'm probably just gonna keep anyway. Do a couple of lucky trays for the Kyogres that I have, and maybe a Groudon or 2. And yeah, with the 98 Kyogre, regular Kyogre that I got, I think I should be set for now. I wanted the Hundos. I was looking for the Hundos, but Hundos are never an easy thing to get.
And, I don't know. Even I know the free to play players were kind of annoyed at the capture part for
Yeah.
Groudon and Kyogre though.
I actually heard a lot of people say that they were not able to finish the whole event because of those. Because
Oh
and the only
no.
problem is okay. So as you guys, as I have mentioned before, Minor and Plusm were only in research.
Yeah.
Bagon extremely rare in the wild and mostly available in raids. The Minor and Plusm were not super hard research to do, but they were hard to find.
Yes.
And
And it
once
was
you
like
find them,
50-50 for what it
right,
was.
if you find them, it was a 50-50 chance to be able to get either one of them. So aside from the other event that we're going to be talking about in just a moment, there was a surplus of people that were saying, "Ha, I couldn't finish this because of this and that," and even through the shadow ones during the Sinner event, people were saying that they couldn't get one of the two, and I'm surprised they didn't because they did all the balloons and everything at the time.
Just honestly, it's just a roll of the dice for the shadow Pokemon.
Yeah,
Uh, at least you could do those from home, I would say.
yeah,
You had to get like lucky with Pokestops. And what if people are in a rural area where they don't have a lot of Pokestops, you know?
that's
I
for
didn't even
sure.
think about that till just now. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's just it was one of those things when it comes down to it. So
Mhm.
keep in mind it was just a lot harder than it should have been. My situation was I found the Bagon raid. I did it. Then I got a Bagon through a Gold Plus encounter. So even then I was
Yeah.
like, okay, well that means I got another Bagon. Plus on the minor, I was lucky enough to find the quest on my way home one time, and both of them gave me each one of the other ones. So I was actually in the 50-50 chance percentage to get both of them now. It wasn't too bad. At that point, I was like, thank God I finished because I think it was like a day and 15 hours before the event ended. And I was like, ooh, I gotta finish this. Like, I really gotta actually go out and grind to see if I
Same.
can find them.
It got to like, yeah, it got to like 2 days away. I was like, okay, we're doing this
Yeah, like we're
today.
doing this. We're doing this. It's like we're not wasting time, you know. So it was one of those things where it came down to it. So, however, once we get to the actual news, you'll understand why there were a lot of people who were a little disappointed after just the struggle of it. However, there
Yeah.
is one more thing that Chris did wanted to mention in the podcast, and this was a tweet from Niantic. It was from the responding one of our personal people here. Well, not that community, but the community in Pokemon Go. So the guy tweets, "How is one supposed to catch two Groudons and two Gyarados within 5 days? This is so unfair. Makes the game more enjoyable for everybody. It's becoming impossible to complete some missions." And then Niantic support, just like anything else. Niantic Cat just tweeting out here. Hi trainer, sorry about the trouble in finding Pokemon. Please try activating incest as this could increase the chances of encountering the Pokemon. That being said, any Pokemon appearance in the wild is random. Thanks!
I freaking love that.
If you guys don't know and you have not actually followed this, legendary Pokemons don't spawn in the wild except for the Lake Trio. Which at that point is still like insanely rare. It's like probably worse than an unknown at this point. And
I
even
thought
then, I
that was
haven't
the
seen an unknown in a
funniest
while,
freaking
anyways.
one. Yeah, no, no. I could not believe that they sent that out.
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
as soon as I saw that, I was
Everybody
like,
was funny making fun of it. It's like,
"Son of a
sure, where can I
rock!"
buy this kind of incense? You know, it's like
Oh my god.
that's a little crazy when it comes down to it. But last week was a little more fun. There's still
Um,
more information still to come, but still, what were you gonna say?
yeah. At least I did see that Niantic did make it easier to get mine and Plusle and Bacon just through a certain event afterwards that we're going to be talking about.
Yeah.
It's just it was locked behind another paywall per se. Yes, they
Yes
had
and
the
no.
Pokecoin bundle, so I
All right, all
guess
right,
it
all right,
wasn't
all
the
right. Hold on,
worst.
hold on, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to it. Give us just a moment. We'll definitely talk about the events details and everything. But since that was all of the recap, let's go ahead and move on to the research topics of today, which are the next celebration in the lineup, which is what, Chris?
Oh lordy. We're still counting down to the Kanto tour. For the Pokemon Go Tour Kanto. But we're going to be celebrating Johto next. So that's exciting. I love Johto.
In all
I mean,
honesty, Johto probably is my second best generation of them all. Aside from Gen 6. I love Gen 6, but Generation 2 kind of like completes Generation 1 technically.
mhm.
Yeah, so
I do love a lot of the starters in Gen 2,
yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
definitely.
definitely one to look forward to.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about what the celebration of Johto comes with us. So, trainers, we're excited to announce that Johto will be the next region featuring a countdown celebration. The Pokemon Go Kanto is right around the corner. Technically, 2 weeks from, or 3 weeks from this week, almost a month. uh, when does it start? Well, glad you asked. Tuesday, January 26th, which is tomorrow, on Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. to Sunday, January 31st at 8 p.m. local time. So until the end of the month, we have this event. Features, and hold on to your horses. Chikorita, Cyndaquil, Totodile, Mareep, Hoppip, Apon, Sunken, Gemma, Murkrow, Gligar, Snubbull, Slugma, Milton, and more will appear infrequently in the wild. And if you're lucky, you might encounter a shiny Milton. So a little
Moo.
cool blue shiny Pokemon is coming.
It's a pretty shiny. I like that one.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. The following Pokemon will be hatching from eggs, from 5 kilometer eggs. Pichu, Cleffa, Igglybuff, Wooper, Tyrox, Mushroom, and Larvitar. Larvitar in the 5K pool? Bruh. That's a
That's
first.
interesting. That
What?
is very interesting.
Yeah.
I need like all the shinies to.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I got Pichu, I got Cleffa, I believe. I
I need
don't
all of
have
them.
an Igglybuff. I have a Wooper. Tyrock is not shiny. Smooshin I have shiny. And Larvitar. Well, Larvitar, of course.
Yeah, yeah. Larvitar we should all have pretty much if you did the combo.
Well, I mean, that's also to the newer player. So, I mean, this is actually your chance.
Yeah.
But you have to make sure you listen to this event. So, enjoy event exclusive food rich stacks that award Stardust and lead encounters with Pokemon such as Chikorita, Cyndaquil, Totodile, Chinchou, Mareep, Sudowoodo, and Milton. I like the whole Milton Sudowoodo line. I don't care about Mareep now. And Chinchou, it will be nice because I do still need the shiny for those.
Same. It's a pretty one.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. The following Pokemon will be appearing in raids. And another list again: Chikorita, Cyndaquil, Totodile, Mareep, Meryl, and Larvitar will be appearing in 1-star raids. Larvitar and 1-star raids, dude, that's actually another meta thing right there. Togetic, Espeon, Umbreon, Skarmory, and Milton will appear in 3-star raids. Now, that's not too bad, especially because Milton is a shiny now new possibility and now tomorrow there.
I'm curious if it's boosted though. If it's not boosted, that might be a waste of time.
That true. You're right on that. Complete the Johto Team Collection Challenge during the event by collecting Chikorita, Cyndaquil, Totodile, Sudowoodo, Sunken, Murkrow, Smeargle, I'm scared, Milton, and Larvitar to receive 15 Pokeballs, 10 Ultra Balls, and an Incense. Head over to the Today view to track your progress. Now that is interesting, Smeargle. Now I do understand. Yeah, I do understand that Smeargle has been appearing more in snapshots, so it's actually not bad. Plus, I already got my Hondo, so that's pretty cool. But that's actually an interesting to say. Now, that could be a really bad way to end the event if they don't do as much snapshot as it should be. You know, it's like this may be the whole way to say, "Hey, this sucks because it's Miracle." You know, so. Sudowoodo and Milton, that makes more sense at least. Get Pokemon that know exclusive tags from 2018 community days. If you evolve the following Pokemon during the event, their evolutions will also know their exclusive tags. So, Chikorita, Cyndaquil, Mareep, and Larvitar, all evolve into their final forms, will know their special moves between Frenzy Flame, Blastburn, Dragon Pulse, and Smackdown.
You know, I saw PokeAK make a post of little Totodile like crying because he didn't get Hydro Cannon this event.
Yeah, well,
I don't know if they're gonna add him in, but
no, they can't because Totodile was actually the beginning of Community Day during 2019.
Ooh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
So unfortunately, he was kind of scrapped over to that. Was it 2017? One of the two. Like for some reason, Totodile was like the end. Yeah, because
he should have been the last.
It will be the last one, yeah, out of the three because of the water starter line. But yeah, no, he was 2019 Pokemon, so he technically didn't get the ability to. Which also, if you did mention this, a lot of people are actually saying, why did you just complete the 3 starters and give them all their community day moves? No, it has to be specifically for 2018. You know, it's like that's kind of like I don't understand why they decided that way. But again, Bayleaf usually continue on with Larvitar, Quick Lava after Fluffy, and things like that. So, I mean, it was like a one and off between 2Ks and 10Ks at a time.
Honestly, they're more irrelevant too. Um, I don't think too many people are going to be complaining about Totodile not
Well,
getting
okay.
his move.
The number one Pokemon Rebellion in the community moves is Larvitar for sure. Which
Oh,
Tyranitar now in
oh yeah.
SmackDown is a PEE monster. But it is second next to Rampardos because of the evolution line technically. Still, if you have that or you get a shiny of that, that's like miles ahead of whatever you think about it. Fluffy and MAREEP, again, we'll talk about it in just a moment for that reason. Quilava to Typhlosion. Blastburn is an okay move to have. It's not the best, but still makes a good meta relevance in probably the Ultra League.
I would agree.
And
It's a
then,
really relevant in the
and
Ultra
yeah,
League.
and Meganium also has either a small relevance in Ultra and bigger relevance in Great League because of its typing. So depending on what it is, you might want to at least get a few of them just for collection reasons and maybe see if you can trade them for some good stats later on, definitely. But of course, that's not all, Chris, because we have, in addition, Entei, Raikou, Suicune will be appearing in 5-star race at different times during and after the Johto Celebration event. Entei will be appearing at 5-star race Tuesday, January 26th at 10 a.m. to Sunday, January 31st at 10 p.m. local time. Then we have Raikou appearing in 5-star race from Sunday, January 31st to Thursday, February 4th at 10 p.m. local time. And Suicune will be the final of the three from Thursday, February 4th to Tuesday, February 9th. So 1 week for each one of the legendary dogs. I'm surprised they did 3 different weeks, but I guess they wanted to extend the raid boss a little bit more instead of just keeping it all in 1 week and then having to do different raid bosses for the next 3 weeks after that.
Or even just squeezing it to a weekend. That would just suck.
Yeah. Especially since all 3 are shiny available. And I mean, they're not
Very
like
good
their
Pokemon.
biggest relevance when it comes down to it. I never really care about Suicune. I got a 100 Entei and I got a 96 Raikou, so it's not really that much thing when it comes down to it.
Out of all of them, I think Raikou is probably the most relevant
Yeah.
just for raids. Suicune's good for PvP. Entei,
Entei you can just throw
he's
it in
pretty,
into go some Tingle Rocket stuff.
he's pretty,
Yeah,
he's nice to
he's
look
pretty.
at.
Although his shiny is actually pretty cool. I like Entei shiny a lot.
I love his shiny the most. Yeah.
Out of the 3 at least. Up next, Pokemon Go Kanto. Tickets are now available in the shop. For more details, the special event, be sure to read the blog post that they posted a while back. And of course, that's really it. So the final generation event. By the way, thank you so much, Conta. The final generation event happening before the Kanto event, which is crazy to think that we're finally to this point. And dude, can you believe that January is literally a week away from ending? Like, what is going on? What is going on? Like, seriously, I don't understand how the weeks are so fast. I think because we do all of this, like between the podcast and play the game and you go to work, I feel like the weeks just like fly by. Doesn't even matter what I do.
It feels like the event is over after like 2 days of playing.
Yeah, I know,
Every
right?
time.
Yeah, that's the crazy part when it comes down to it. But yeah, no, that's Johto event. Now, you want to talk about the next event that came to pass in less than a day?
Yeah, I was only able to play a tiny bit of it, but if you didn't know, Mega Ampharos is in the game now. And to get people ready for it, we had an incense day featuring MAREEP. I was definitely excited for it because more so the Pokemon they had around MAREEP, not necessarily MAREEP itself. It was sort of an event to help people with the Hoenn event for capturing Pokemon. Um, if you didn't know, Ampharos is in raids at least the 19th until the 24th. Oh, so it already ended. Oh, what?
Really? Oh no. Oh
Oh no,
no.
no, I'm reading it wrong. I know I saw one in a raid
Okay.
today. What in the
Okay.
world?
Yeah. Hold on now. Let me rephrase what Chris was confused about. So Mega Ampharos came in raids from Tuesday, January 19, 10 p.m. local time, and has stayed in Mega raids since then. As you guys know, Mega Ampharos becomes a dragon typing, and this community day move was actually Dragon Pulse. So that was actually something like, many moons ago. We were like, why is something like Ampharos getting Dragon Pulse? Which again, comes to the typing. The only reason why they did this, and this was in preparation many years ago, was because of the Mega Ampharos addition to the game. We knew it was coming, we just didn't know because at the time we only had like 3 generations at best. So, so that's the reason why Mega Ampharos had to nerf Dragon Pulse. Now, during this event, which unfortunately was actually, again, posted really early in the week and ended before we had this podcast, the additions to the Pokemons, this says, in addition to MAREEP, different Pokemon who are attracted to incense at different times. During times that feature electric-type Pokemons, you might encounter Pikachu, Magnemite, Bolter, Chinchou, MAREEP, Plasol, and Minun. Which, if you play the event, you guys know that Plasol and Minun were spawning a lot more from the incense than anything else that appeared. I did get a couple extra Stunfisk, which was the extremely lucky encounter in the pool.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting that they had a little something for everything. Because I know some people like the extra large candies for him for the Galarian version.
Yes, and then during the Dragon type hours, Dragon type Pokemons and Pokemons that evolve into Dragon type Pokemon will be attracted to incense, including Horsey, Dratini, MAREEP, Trapinch, Bribaba, and Swablu. And of course, if you're lucky, you could encounter a Bagon. That was not the dragon I was looking for,
I know what dragon you want.
This is not the dragon you were looking for. Nah, man. At this point, I don't even care about Gible. I just want to like Dino or something.
Dino what you want.
Yes, Dino is what I want. It would have been nice to have a Dino, but
gosh.
A little less mediocre. It was a 5-hour event. 11 to 1 and 2 to 4 were electric types. Then from 1 to 2, 4 to 5 were dragon types. Now, I played the whole entire thing. That's the reason why I actually have no Pokeballs right now. Because I was running the Gold Plus. I was going to basically try to get as many from Great Balls, but then I had to go out and do a couple of things that day, and then I just ran the Gold Plus the entire time. I missed that a lot during the dragon one, but in all honestly, there's a lot of Pokemon there that I don't even want, aside from probably Dratini and Bagon for extra large candy. And then on the other one, the best ones I liked seeing was Bolter and Chinchou. I didn't really care about Plaster and Minor just because I already completed the quest. And then I didn't really want more shinies of those if that's the case.
Nah. I do like that they split it up based on like the different times of the day.
Yes.
So they weren't forcing you to play only during like a 3-hour period. Yes. I did like that. I thought that was very nice of them.
Yeah. Excuse me. When it comes down to it, it was mostly the electric type. The dragon typing is just common for it. Now, if you already were able to evolve an Ampharos to Mega Ampharos, if you did it during the evolution time of the catching incense time, you were able to get extra Mega energy from doing it. However, you did have to be able to evolve 1 Mega Ampharos before the event itself. So you already needed to have at least 200 Mega energy to be able to evolve them before you got an extra boost from catching every Pokemon in that adventure. I unfortunately did not have enough at the time, so I was not able to take advantage of this in that regard, But if you did, congratulations. If not, that's cool. I'm gonna do this real quick. This episode raid that I got pulled up into.
It's right next to my house, and she invited me to it.
Well, I mean, it's not like you're gonna run over the podcast and do it,
No. It's a good shiny.
It's a good shiny. But yeah, that's of course the MAREEP Day that unfortunately nobody actually knew about it until then. What's up?
And we get the friendship.
Oh yeah, we'll see if we get like a friend.
I don't have to open a gift.
Wow. All right. While we do this real quick, let's talk about an event that was just announced this morning on Monday, and see what exactly it is about. Chris?
I don't know how excited I am for it. I think a lot of people are going to be pretty lackluster with it. Nothing to sneeze at. Get ready for limited research featuring Sneasel. Plus, new timed research is coming out. So I'm sure a lot of you guys have Shiny Sneasel. It's one of the boosted shinies. It's been featured in countless events, but this is probably your best chance to get the Shundo. I would say. I mean, it's been in quests and stuff before, but it's going to be in like almost all quests, right? So
Yeah.
it's going to be your best chance for getting a Shundo.
Well, considering that we're about to check for a dark type here, you're gonna get the shiny now. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Not shiny
Nope.
for either one of us. What's your number?
1406. It's not the best.
1430.
I have a 96 shiny, so I don't need to go.
Excuse me?
That sounds very good.
That sounds very good.
That is very, very good.
Yeah, let's see. I did say that maybe I didn't get a hundo before this.
Mega Absol?
Oh, come on.
Is it a 98?
It's 15, 14, 12. No, I'm sorry. 15, 14, 13, actually.
That's weird.
Yeah, I
I
thought
thought it would be higher than that, actually.
I thought it was higher than that for sure. I thought at least a 96 there. No, but it's a 93 actually.
Interesting.
So close, but that means anything above 1430 will be good. Well, that was our rate for the day. Good luck, everybody. Anyways, Sneasel limited research on Saturday, January 30th, which is this coming Saturday, from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. local time. Goodness gracious, that's a 12-hour event? No, that's
It might be.
a 14-hour event right there. 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. local time? That's
Yeah, 14 hours.
14-hour event. That's crazy. That's okay. You can complete event exclusive real research tasks and lead to encounters with Sneasel. If you're lucky, you might encounter a shiny Sneasel. You can also look forward to an event exclusive time research. The time research, the new time research from Tuesday, January 26th, which is tomorrow, at 10 a.m. to Sunday, February 7 at 8 p.m. local time. You can complete a Team Go Rocket team time research line that leads to an encounter with Ho-Ho that knows Earthquake. And good luck in completing this research challenge, trainers. Okay. The Ho-Ho is cool, but we just had him like a month ago.
The only thing that's good about that is the Earthquake. That's it.
Yeah, I mean,
you only get one, right?
yeah, I mean, I don't think they're gonna give you more than one at a time.
Nah.
Sneasel
So,
is okay.
I'm
I mean,
looking
just
for
like
it.
Chris said, having the Hondo or the Shando wouldn't have been a bad idea. But again, it's just another Pokemon where we're like, why are we getting events for this? I mean, at least it's not pay events. Trust me, if that would have been a pay event, we're done. Like right here, like we end the podcast right here, we end our careers right here for Pokemon Go.
It's an extra event, you know. I appreciate something. I just know it's not something a lot of people are going to be excited for,
I mean, yeah.
myself included.
I am off on that Saturday, but still, that's just like, why is this Pokemon the only one? Why couldn't they just put like Fanfi and put a shiny on it? You know, it's like that would have been better. It's still Gen 2.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, I'm getting like vibes where I'm like, okay, why are you teasing us with this? Like I feel like Niantic is going like, I'm not like super low on the events, and then all of a sudden, poof, you know, things like that. Ooh, Mega Ampharos. Ooh, I got a Mega Ampharos right.
Ooh, lucky.
You never know. It's from Lambo, I think, or Lobo, or Juan, or whatever his name is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully he invites me.
I don't know if you're online, maybe. But anyways, yeah, that is of course Sneasel Research Day, which again is not the most exciting thing in the world. Before we get off the track, now there is one actual piece of news that I want to talk about, everybody, and this was actually a controversy in the last 12 to 18 hours. Yeah. So as you guys know, the entire world is going for a level 50 grind. The level 50 being like the best thing that you can actually do or get or whatever. But since the Go update, everybody's been trying to make sure that what are the next steps for the line, of course. Now, if we go on Twitter, let's go ahead and go through time and space. Let me make sure that I am in the right time here. All right. So let's move on to his. You guys don't want to see the Mega Ampharos, don't worry. So on January 24th at 5:06 p.m. our time, Eastern time, which is a completely different time, as you can probably already see here, that Mr. Fleaskin reached level 48 in Pokemon Go, which also shows the level 49 requirements, which are make 10 trades with Pokemon caught at least 300 kilometers apart, obtain 50 lucky Pokemon in trades, and send 500 gifts to friends. Now, there is a completed task that is, of course, having 35 platinum medals. So all of this combined makes your requirement to get to level 49, which was cool. I mean, Fleaskin has been doing this since the beginning. He hasn't skipped one day of the event of the grind to level 50. And cool, being able to do all this is fine. Now, if we go back to the next post of his, he talks about the level 48 challenges that you get, the encounters, the next pages of it, the things that you get, and things like that. So like 3 raid passes, the other one gives you a Pokemon encounter, some Stardust, and some experience. Cool. He even tell us what the Pokemon is in the encounter, and that was a Golett. Okay, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, he wasn't excited for that.
And then, out of nowhere, around 11:33 p.m. our time, so the time that we're all about to go to sleep or already sleep at the time of, he says, Niantic help, I have sent over 100 gifts to friends today, and for absolutely no reason whatsoever you have reset my progress to level 49. This is incredibly discouraging and completely unfair to have my progress taken away from me. Fix this ASAP. Now, he did say an extra post right here that says, I don't feel like trading, I don't feel like sending gifts, I don't feel like doing anything towards level 49 because now I honestly have no idea if Niantic will just randomly wipe my progress. Mm-hmm. So, when it comes down to it, we were like, okay, what happened? And he was not the only one. Everybody else who was able to reach level 49 at the time of this post had their times reset. Like I said, he wasn't the only one. There's a lot of people. And it was a rage happening last night for that reason. I was asleep, so I was actually not even understanding what was going on until I woke up this morning.
Australia be like.
So Niantic does revert the information, or does revert it back an hour later in his time. However, though, instead of reverting back to the original trace and everything, they just simply make him a level 49 player, regardless of what happens. So he got compensated, just like he said, level 49. I know so what I prefer my exact progress to be reset the way it was, but I won't be complaining. I'll take the advantage of this. Next up will be level 50, baby. Let's freaking go. So he got level 49, and everybody who was affected through this reset got the level 49 rewards and the level 49 badge, which there's 2 sides of the coins to the community to this. It's like, why did they do this? And I'm glad they did this. That's one of those two, when it comes down to it, it was okay when we see it. It's just that it would have been better for just the reset or put back their progress instead of that. But just like Chris mentions, it's a lot of work to be able to hit every single one of them that got affected through this and see what was their progress, right, Chris?
Yeah, I honestly think they were just making it very easy on themselves by just sending everyone ahead instead of going through all the logs and everything to make sure everything was correct. I understand why they did it. I'm sure it made a lot of people mad. They're going to be like, well, why am I not level 49 as soon as I hit it? As soon as I hit 48,
Yeah, definitely. But that's going to be basically the rage of the community once a lot of people started hitting level 48. But that's probably a fix that they already gotten to the point of, like it's like reversal.
Yeah, if it fixed,
Yeah, it's like reversal when he wanted to reach level 49, I believe reach level 48 right now. It makes sense because he probably won't be affected since he didn't get that close to the next level,
Yeah.
Yeah, so cool, not cool. That really depends on how you see it. Again, I do congratulate Fleet Keen to reach this type of level because he grinds way too much. But he does a lot of community a favor sometimes too. So
He deserved to be one of the first, if or actually the first to hit rank 50 or
one of the first.
level 50.
I think he
Mhm.
was the first if we go by times, but he was
Mhm.
very one of the first level 50s in the world.
Yeah.
So he hit level 50 just around 11 p.m. to 12 p.m. this afternoon, our local time.
Mhm.
He stayed it almost until 3 to 4 a.m. last night to get level 50. So, real
Mhm.
quick, I do want to say congratulations, Flea Skeen, for a job well done to literally finish Pokemon Go.
Dude, I respect that grind.
That is a grind, yes. So he did say level 15 Pokemon Go first in the world. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream and watching this momentous moment live when it happened. Almost over 5,000 viewers at a single moment. And it was incredible. So, as you guys see right here, the very first level 50 player in the entire world. Crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. Oh boy. Well, again, congratulations. Let's get into the next piece of news. PvP get good, get wrecked,
Ooh,
Chris. Here we
ooh,
go.
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Catching hands, boy.
Man, definitely, definitely. So, as you guys know, the Silt Arena has been going through a month's worth of rest, aside from their invitationals that we mentioned last podcast. However, though, now we have news about the next brand new cup in the Silt Arena.
Mhm.
And it's time to talk about the Labyrinth Cup. I don't know how you say it, dude.
Oh, labyrinth. That's
Labyrinth?
correct.
Is that right? Are you sure? I don't know how to spell. So the Labyrinth Cup from February 1st to February 28th. Again, it's a smaller month just because of February. We have the Flutter Go, which, what is the meta for this one?
It's
Uh,
it's
interest.
something I'm not surprised about, but it's definitely one of the coolest metas they've done. I think it's something that's going to be talked about for a while.
Yes. So
Um
this
yeah.
one means bring your strongest team of 6 with a max CP of 1500, just like we know, with
Mhm.
no typing repeating at all across the entire team. So note that there are going to be a few bans on this. The bans are Wobbuffet, Azumarill, Metachamp Mew, Galarian Stunfix, Defense Deoxys, Cresselia, Hypno, Umbreon, Machamp, Scrafty, Surfish, Altaria, Bastion, Primate, Swampert, and Megas are not permitted in this Labyrinth Cup. The whole unique typing is interesting because what you have to see is what Pokemon has a unique typing between two types, technically, and then put it into the team. Now, you cannot have the same typings. Let's say you bring a Mud Boy, just like Quagsire,
Mhm.
but you want to bring another one like Wishcash. You cannot bring two
Mhm.
of the same typing. You have to have a few full unique typing of meta Pokemon's relevance in that type.
Yeah, I think because of that, you're gonna see a lot more people running monotypes, such as Politoed, the new Weather Baller. A lot of unique Pokemon that normally we don't see in Sylph metas.
Mm-hmm.
Because we see a lot of things like Frostlass normally, just things that have OP typings.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be really interesting to see.
Well, it's gonna be interesting because let's look at PvPoke real quick, and the top Pokemons that we're gonna see in this list. There are the Ligaton and Dexper extra large, which is
Mhm.
surprising. Then we have Celios, which is a Dragon Dark type, so that is a nice unique typing. Vigoroth being a normal type.
Mhm.
Mandibuzz being a Flying Dark type. Regirock, Registeel, Legaspi, Skarmory, and Wishcash. If we take
A
away the
lot of the
extra large
bulky boys.
candies, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I don't know if I can have a Ligaton ready for this. That will be insane. I don't think
I'm
anybody has a Ligaton.
trying to.
I'm sure Ligaton. There's nobody we having Ligaton at this point. Licky Licky maybe, but not Ligaton.
Lickitung is something a lot of PvPers had looked at. It's just really hard to get the extra large candies for like the really chunky ones.
Right at this
It's got to
moment,
have the legacy move too of
yeah,
body slam from the raid day.
yes. So it's interesting. I mean, right now we probably don't have enough candies unless you did like a bunch of raids or a bunch of catching of Lickitung, but we don't have the extra large candies to get Lickitung. Digger speed
Nah,
though, that's actually okay because you I mean they're spawning in the wild like crazy right now.
Diggersby though. I
So
like that.
technically it will be less Lickitung but more Digger speed unless you really are like they are in there.
I agree.
And then
Uh,
Celiot, everybody has a Celiot. Vigoroth, Mandibus. Well, Mandibus might be a little hard. Regirock and Registeel if you
yeah.
already did the raid times. And then regular Diggersby and Skarmory are going to be interesting too.
My concern is I think for this cup, a lot of people are going to be running charm for sure.
Yeah,
So you're going to have to run anti-charm. You're going to need those fire types. You're going to need those steel. Just something to block yourself in multiple ways from charm or hard fast move pressure. I'm very worried about that. But at least you're not going to see double charm, not going to see double razor leaf. So at least you have that to look forward to. I think it's going to have a lot of flexibility for getting out of situations that are really bad, like razor leaf on a mud boy.
yeah, definitely. Well, you'll see at least one Charmer. You may even see one
Yeah,
Celiot in every team if possible.
yeah. I'm really expecting to see a lot of charm on people's teams.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that's the new Silt Arena Cup. Pretty cool. If you want to see more, make sure you go to silt.gg for any information about the cup in the coming days, of course. I'm sure if you go to any of the Poké YouTubers, I'm sure they definitely see those kind of things. But yeah, that is a Silt Arena. Now, there is another cup to talk about, and this is not a Silt Cup. This is a GVL Cup,
It
guys.
took me off guard.
Yeah, and now it's actually just happening today. So, introducing the Love Cup, which will run from Monday, February 8th, to, 1 p.m. to Monday, February 15th at 1 p.m. So, celebrating Valentine's Day, Love Month. In this format, only pink Pokemons with 1500 or less will be allowed to participate. Legendary and mythical Pokemons are not allowed. Here's a list of Pokemons that are eligible for the Love Cup, which, I mean, I don't think I want to go through the entire list.
I'm looking at the baby Pokemon. It's making me laugh. Like, why even put the baby Pokemon on there? Whatever.
Yeah, and then please note that also Mr. Galarian Mr. Mime and Galarian Darumaka and Galarian Darmanitan, Darumaka and Darmanitan are not eligible. So you can see regular Darumaka, but not Galarian just because of its colors, I believe.
Color.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Mime is more reds or pink, I guess. Yeah.
I looking at that, I'm worried again about this time double charm. Looking at the Pokemon, there's a lot of fairy types that are in the pink and red range.
Well,
So I think I'm personally going to be running Charizard and anti charm. I forget what the second one I was going to use is, and then like you're gonna love this. Something very weak to charm in the back. Scrafty.
yeah. Yeah, so
It'll be interesting.
if we go to PB Poke, just like Rick has mentioned, you'll probably see a lot of the Charmers. But again, the very first Pokemon that you want to see in there was Lickitung, extra large, being number one in the
Chunky.
meta. Alomomola is number two.
That that actually surprised me.
Yeah,
It is a chunky Pokemon.
it is. Medicham extra large, which unfortunately I wish I would have been able to grind that candy. Kill me now. Charizard, Clefable,
With Wing
Wigglytuff.
Attack.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm surprised by that. What?
Well, Charizard with Wind Attack. Isn't Wind Attack a steel move?
That is a very legacy move.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to let's see in overall. I don't want to.
I don't think I'm gonna run Wing Attack. That's weird.
Yeah.
I guess for the fighters.
I mean, you can't really run Dragon Breath on it.
No. I was thinking Fire Spin was gonna be the go-to.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Wing Attack.
Well, Clefairy will get off, as you guys know, the two Charmers in the meta. Scrafty Electro.
That foul play, man. Give me that foul play.
Charizard Shadow, and then of course Medicham Regular, which I'm so sad that Medicham Regular is like so underneath regular XL1. My eyes
It,
cry.
it's that bulk difference, man.
Yeah.
Those 10 levels makes a huge difference.
I know, but of course you gotta get your like 10, 15, 15 Medicham or something, or 5, 15,
At
15
least,
Medicham.
yeah, at least you win CMP. So I think normally the higher attack wins in the mirror, but versus everything else, you want the bulk.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, those are the meta relevance for the Love Cup. Again, the season of love is coming, which it will be 1 week before the actual Kanto celebration. It's gonna be pretty fun there, Chris, isn't it?
It's finishing before the Kanto?
Yes.
That's so sad with the Lickitung.
Yeah, definitely,
Oh
definitely.
man.
Well, it will
Everyone's
run
gonna
all
have
the
an extra large Lickitung after that.
probably. Yeah, it will be in actually the Monday off before the weekend of the Saturday. So yes, it will be an interesting one. I'll probably be working all week anyway. So what's the difference? Anyways, but yeah, that is of course the Luck Cup and the Celta Arena Labyrinth Cup. I think that's all that we got for today, Chris. Unless you got anything else you gotta tell me. Speak now and forget how you beach.
No, I think that's it. I think the past few events have been pretty good. They're doing a really good job of making the achievements very obtainable for people, not locking anyone out. Even in rural areas, giving the incenses to people for the event Pokemon that they need. So I'm interested to see what the next event does. It looks like the hardest one's going to be Smeargle, and Smeargle's pretty common. So I don't think it's going to be that bad.
Definitely, definitely. Well, Chris, it looks like that we are end of the times here. So thank you so much for everybody listening for our once again our very first Twitch full stream podcast. All of this will be about into YouTube in the next coming days, and then of course the podcast services if you want to listen. Thank you so much for listening. Apple
YouTube.
Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Amazon Music, anywhere else in the podcast feeds in the world. Make sure you leave us a review if you can. I will greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much, Terry, for the 200 bits. And of course, you can go ahead and follow us on our social medias at Pure Let It Go and Christo0517. I wish we would actually change that handle one of these days, bro.
It sets the name. It just doesn't have the at.
You can change the ad, I think.
Oh, that's good to know.
Oh my god. Yeah, no worries. Of course, you can follow us on there and make sure you can email us any information or anything you want to talk about. PurifiedPodcast@gmail.com. Don't forget to, of course, to check us out at the PurifiedPodcast.com. So thank you so much once again, guys. Chris, I think it's for you to let us go for the night.
All right. Okay. A lot of Pokemon to grind for. All the PvPers out there. There's a lot of good challenges. If you're into Sylph, definitely tell me what your teams are going to be because I'm very interested. I think there's a lot of different ways you can play the Labyrinth Cup. Love Cup is going to be very sweaty. I can already tell. There's going to be too many teams to watch out for, Charmhole and stuff like that. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good one. Get all the shinies you can. Grind all you can, get to level 50 like Fleece King, and yeah, hope you guys have a good one. Peace out.
Keep grinding, trainers. We'll see you guys next week.